and dive by the three-point shot.
And the evolution of the game has led us to this point where it's about spacing and knocking down the three-point shot. That's what's king now, and that's what we're going to see a lot of tonight.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Home in the paint. And the shot goes in.
Well, I love the concentration and focus of Middleton. Knock him around, get physical with him, doesn't bother him at all. He stays calm and in control.
Now, here's Ball. Passes it to Ingram. Pulls up on the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good.
And the speed Ingram has makes him a nightmare for defenses in pick and rolls. I mean, he constantly keeps them on skates and wondering what's next.
And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Bledsoe. Middleton's got his second basket of the night. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday left side. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. And the rejection by Favors. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Williamson. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. Pass to Williamson. Great D that time from Middleton. Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to talk to Alvin Gentry a few minutes ago. He mentioned a player who, at times, goes overlooked. Sharpshooting swingman, Chris Middleton. The coach said he can give you a quiet 20 without breaking a sweat. All he wants them to do, Kevin, is keep close track with Middleton all game long.
All right, thank you, David. And here is Williamson, following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Wesley Matthews on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Lopez outside. Kick out to Giannis. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Holiday. He dishes it to Favors. Stolen by Bledsoe. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pelicans. 4-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but it seems like they're off to a nice start. Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Favors.
Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Well, You know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
That free throw missing. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Holiday dishes to Favors. Beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Holiday, the pass to Ingram. And slammed up by Ingram.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 5 points so far.
And Antetokounmpo dribble moves are virtually unguardable.
Here's Williamson. Shot no good. Great tee that time from Giannis. To the right side. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. That 3 off the mark. Pelicans trail by 5. New Orleans moving the ball around. Lopez against Ingram. The 11-footer. Favors can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. It's good. He has 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Ingram. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Here is Favors after the basket by Milwaukee. Ingram kicks to Williamson. Ball against Antetokounmpo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. This is a good chance here to look at the teams with the most second chance points of the season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Second, the Pelicans.
One of the better rebounding teams in the league, especially on the offensive end. They never take that for granted in terms of whether the shot's going in.
Now here's Lopez. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Passes to Bledsoe. Takes a 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Williamson, the pass to Ball. Bledsoe. And the Pelicans miss again.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 7. And Clark with Giannis. You could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
And that one misses. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind for your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys, it's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Matthews, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender, who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player. A chance to check out stats for Lonzo Ball. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 15 points a game, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And really just excellent numbers. I like what we've been seeing from him across the board.
I do too. I mean, he's playing with much more focus now and a much higher level of intensity.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low. Well, you talk about athletic families. Both of Jrue Holiday's parents played Division I college basketball. 2 brothers also in the NBA. His sister played at UCLA. Oh, and by the way, his wife is a gold medal winning soccer player. That is tough to beat.
No good on that one. And Jrue Holiday, one of the 3 brothers playing in the NBA at the same time. Frank, how often do you see that?
I mean, we had the Plumleys for a while there, but the Holidays, probably the most notable example. Aaron, Drew, and Justin, a basketball dynasty in one generation.
And he's good on the second.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
The drive by Giannis.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
And the pass to Ball. A floater. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Offensive rebound. The second effort. Couldn't get it to drop. He's now made 5 of 8 shots. Holiday looking for an opening. Good D by Lopez. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 19-7 run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And Middleton, the former second-round pick now, has put a lot of work in on his game. I mean, a ton of work. Really carving out a nice spot in the league as a result of his hard work.
And he makes the first. Clark, last couple of years, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge. A gigantic weapon for a lot of teams. You live by it, you die by it. Some teams can accept, though, the ramifications of a bad shooting night.
Yeah, I think it's too big a premium not to really overweight the three-point shot. A 50% premium on that particular field goal when it goes down. But I do like to see balance. Attacking the rim, spacing the floor. I love to see guys and teams shoot the mid-range shot as well. But the three-point shot and the way teams use it and shoot it is here to stay for sure.
Now here's Matthews. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ingram against Bledsoe. Ingram kicks the ball. Back to Ingram. Pass to Melly for Middleton. And the Pelicans miss again.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Ingram up top, defended by Middleton. They need this, and Ingram lays it in. Ingram's got 6 points.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 12.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Misses for the 5th time this game, marking it 1 for 6.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And there it is for him. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now Giannis. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Right wing. Bledsoe for 3. That one doesn't drop. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. Back to the action after this word. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Then there's Hill, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time all-star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Redick for 3. Kept alive. At the heart. Kicks to Redick. Pass to Hayes. A 3. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Hart. And that one is off. Giannis with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Ellie, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ellie's got his first points in this one.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And the dunk by Jackson.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
But they recover it. Here's Giannis. And the moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Spurs, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
And the first one drops. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb. Absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind. Big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good names. Here's Antetokounmpo. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And Ilyasova throws it down.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Here's Hart, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Giannis. Hart, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Hart, following the basket by Giannis. Outside, Redick. Passes it to Hayes. It's stolen by Hill. Middleton outside. Off target from outside.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Hart the pass to Redick. Jackson from long range. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime.
Now here's Ilyasova. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Well, Ersan Ilyasova, a bit of a journeyman in the NBA, Greg, the last handful of seasons.
Good motor on the glass, and he could chip in for a 20-point game every so often.
The Bucks have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And both free throws good for Ilyasova.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Here's Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. So Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Now, here's Redick. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup falls. Giannis has got 26 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Well, simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
These players have been vacuums on the boards recently, leading the league in rebounding the past month. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Now the pass to Hart.
Hey, balance it out.
It's Redick on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Hart. And again, no good by New Orleans. Bucks leading by 19. Pass to DiVincenzo. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Here's Jackson. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he...
I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Middleton. Giannis high post. Good work there as it goes. Giannis has got 28 points for the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. Middleton left side. Inside. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Middleton. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Bledsoe. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Got a piece of it and stolen by Redick. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Trying to end the drought. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Lopez finds Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And here is Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside, Redick. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
New Orleans has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Ball dishes to Reddick. Trying to find Ball. He gets it to him. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball. Traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one. Starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
You know, you look at Ball's size and speed and confidence, very impressive. An exciting prospect who I think has an all-star future.
Here's Connaughton. No points in the game yet for him. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lopez.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here's Ball. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Ingram with it. Williams picks him up. A fadeaway, and it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Bledsoe kicks to Connaughton. The feed to Lopez. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous.
Drawing contact easily on these kinds of shot attempts. You know, his teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, you know, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
Good on the second free throw.
And, you know, guys, for Ingram, the free throw line's been a trouble spot. Seems to me that he's not been able to get a consistent routine in approaching free throw shooting.
Bledsoe with it. Now guarded by Ball. Bledsoe left side. Kicks it down to Middleton. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. And Milwaukee has possession. Pass to Connaughton. Fires from deep. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Holiday. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. To the wing on the left. ball against Bledsoe. Back to Middleton. Off with the layup. And so it's Milwaukee ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active. Everybody's covering for each other. And we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 30 points, 3 assists, and a monster amount of rebounds. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
You have to marvel at the uniqueness of the Greek Freak. From half court, he needs only 2 dribbles. That's right, 2 dribbles to get to the rim. He can pass like a point guard at almost 7 feet. The list goes on and on.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Middleton over Williamson. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Count that bucket. Holiday's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pelicans.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
On the wing, Giannis. They get it again. Lopez inside, working on Favors. Second chance effort. And Bledsoe with the lay-in. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far.
It's going to take more than that to stop Bledsoe now. Come on. I mean, this guy excels at taking contact and handling punishment on the way up.
Now here is Holiday. Floats one, and it's sent back by Lopez. Middleton looking it over. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Favors.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
And it's Bledsoe. That time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Ball with it, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. It's late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You look at Texas. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push.
And, you know, for the Pelicans, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here's Holiday. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Outside Matthews. Ball against Bledsoe. Outside Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Over Williamson. And another basket for Milwaukee.
The patience that Antetokounmpo plays with is really impressive for such a young guy. I mean, he doesn't rush anything.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Favors. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Middleton. Ingram against Giannis. And it's Ingram missing.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here's Lopez. 6 points for him. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Ball. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And he gets the bucket. And that's now 9 points for Brandon Ingram.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Ball against Bledsoe. Floats one up. It's good. Bledsoe's got 9.
Love how Bledsoe mixes it up. I mean, proving how dangerous that floater of his can be.
Now here is Holiday. 10 points for him. There's the pass to Williamson. Shoots over Matthews. And too long on the shot. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Bledsoe passes to Matthews. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Antetokounmpo against Howard. Ingram outside. Pass to Williamson. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 6th rebound on the night. Matthews passes to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now, here's Ball. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For 3, Bledsoe. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Milwaukee?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And here is Ingram following the 3 from Eric Bledsoe. Here's Williamson. And nothing is falling for him right now.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim. And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the shot goes down. 14 points for Eric Bledsoe. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Here's ball after Eric Bledsoe's score. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Giannis. He's got 36. Pass to Matthews. Lopez outside. Back to Matthews. Plays it up and banks it in. Matthews has got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Ball finds Holiday. From outside, off the mark. Buck shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Bledsoe against Ingram. Lopez outside. To the paint. And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Lopez. Lopez has got 3 assists tonight. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And he converts the layup. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Around him, and again with the rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Hey, offensive rebounding, positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
And there's the pass to Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Bledsoe passes to Lopez. To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
For Milwaukee, they have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And that one falls for Middleton. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Pass to Okafor. Back to Redick. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Loads it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. And Lopez gets it to go.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 6. And Hill over to help. Now, Redick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Okafor. And again, no good by New Orleans. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 8th assist here tonight. The Pelicans shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Lopez over to help. Here's Williamson, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Ball no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Redick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep three-point range, that one misses. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Bucks, Robin Lopez out there with Williams. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's George Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. Here's Hart. Williams with the block. Now the Bucks moving it up. Korver with the ball. The pull-up. And it's Connaughton missing.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Connaughton. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and
shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Connaughton, covered by Redick.
Get down, Robbie.
Here's Connaughton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Redick kicks to Hart. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Pelicans make their last shot. Lopez, no luck. Here's Redick. He can't hit that time. Hill with some nice D. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Beautiful work from Hill. The way he fends off the defender and completes these opportunities, special.
Jackson up top. He's guarded by Hill. Redick surveying the D. Jackson passes to Hart. No good from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And here's Jackson. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Melly passes to Jackson. From deep. And the Pelicans miss again. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Korver kicks to Connaughton. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Dishes to Williams. The shot will not fall. New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson against Korver. Jackson with it. Outside, Redick. And the Pelicans miss again.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside Hill. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And Moore kicks to Okafor. New Orleans moving the ball around. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Hill drives in, makes it off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Okafor, following the basket by George Hill. Here's Jackson, back to Okafor. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here is Hill. Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic.
Wow.
Because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
And it's Moore penetrating, banked in off the glass. Moore's got his first points of the game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Jackson against Hill. Lopez outside. He feeds it to Korver. Here's Connaughton. It's rebounded by Hayes.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Jackson passes to Moore. Back to Jackson. Shoots. Rebounded by the Bucks. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Korver. Just his first attempt. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here is Hill to end the drought. The dish to Lopez. Pass to Connaughton. Outside Hill. Korver finds Williams. Left side Korver. Offensive rebound. Got a hand on it, and they get it back. And Lopez gets it to go. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Jackson dishes to Okafor. More in the corner. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media. So they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually. But on occasion, it does get a little carried away.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. Steps back and shoots. No good on that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Now here's Williams. Okafor grabs the miss.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here is Hill. Clark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Now here's Moore. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. Just 3 to shoot. Alexander Walker passes to Jackson. A 3-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got 7 points for the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And the Bucks with possession here. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Passes it to Hill. Over Jackson. Hill, no good. New Orleans with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Down low. Hayes, no good. Now Hill. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We did not everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks for
Yes, guys. Thank you for watching.
David, great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Bye-bye.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation